Capitals to face D Kevin Shattenkirk for the first time since last blockbuster trade. As he watched Kevin Shattenkirk practice as a New York Ranger, Capitals coach Barry Trotz gave an assessment of the player and the trade that brought him to Washington for 3 months. "I think it takes a little bit of adjustment," Trotz said. "We play a little different than some teams. It worked in areas that we wanted. He helped our power play. He made it more dangerous and that. I think everybody thought of him as a 1-2, and he really wasn't. He was a little lower. I think it worked out okay." It was the last part, Trotz's implication that Shattenkirk isn't a top-pairing defenseman, that might have stung. The Capitals traded for Shattenkirk in late February, and the move was billed as the one that would push Washington to a Stanley Cup. But Shattenkirk said the trade didn't work out because the team ultimately didn't win, falling to Pittsburgh in the second round. Caps forward Andrei Burakovsky poised to play Friday after missing 20 games. Shattenkirk scored 2 goals and 12 assists in 19 games with the Capitals, averaging .50-54. While Shattenkirk anchored the top power play, he played in a third-pairing role at even strength. He especially struggled in Washington's first-round series against Toronto, but his play improved later in the postseason, when he skated with Nate Schmidt. "We had a pretty good committee back there on D," Shattenkirk said. "We had a lot of guys sharing a lot responsibilities, and I think that was part of the reason I was brought here, to help with the load a little bit." And his reaction to Trotz's comments? "I mean, it doesn't sit well with you," Shattenkirk said. "It's nothing that you enjoy hearing, but you know, I think there's a lot of people who probably think that about me. I like to use that in my favor and try to use that as something to just keep me boosted and prove people wrong. I think I'm working toward it. I think there's a lot more room for me to grow. I think I have to handle those top-end matchups a little bit better, and when I get those opportunities, I really have to make sure that I make them count." A guy like Rangers defenseman Ryan McDonagh is a good example to me. Someone who I try to watch in the way that he handles players like the Ovechkins and the Backstroms and the Crosbys. That's something that I'm still working toward. I don't think I'm there yet, but I think I can get there. Shattenkirk signed a 4-year deal with the Rangers in the offseason, and he's on the team's second pairing. Through 27 games, he has 5 goals and 15 assists. On Friday night, he'll face the Capitals for the first time since suiting up for them last season. "You know, I think it was tough," Shattenkirk said. "There's obviously been a lot of tough losses here in the past, and I think the playoffs, we were just a little tight in the playoffs. Nothing really clicked and we didn't really seem to hit on all cylinders all of the time. That was frustrating for a lot of us. I think we knew the talent and the skill we had and just the great team we had in the locker room. To not be able to put it together when it counted was tough. Here's what the Capitals lineup is expected to look like against the Rangers. Forwards Alex Ovechkin, Nicholas Backstrom, Tom Wilson, Jakub Vrana, Evgeny Kuznetsov, Alex Chiasson, Andrei Burakovsky, Lars Eller, Brett Connolly, Chandler Stevenson, Jay Beagle, Devin Smith, Pelly scratched, TJ Oshie, upper body defenseman Brooks Orpik, John Carlson, Dmitry Orlov, Matt Niskanen, Christian Jews, Madison Bowie scratched, Taylor Chorny, goaltenders Braden Holtby, starter,